Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Craig. I'm Marketing Director at MEXC. I'm here today to speak with Patrick Hale, an advisor at TypeIt, a Web3 keyboard. This discussion today is a part of MEXC's Project Spotlight series, where I interview leading individuals from the exciting world of Web3 and blockchain. As a reminder, TypeIt just listed its crypto token on MEXC Exchange, ticker symbol TYPE. For investors and traders interested in TypeIt's innovative use-to-earn model, you can check out their listing on MEXC or go to their website. Without further ado, let's get into it. Patrick, could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Patrick. I am an advisor and consultant with TypeIt with my company at MEXC.io. Out of Los Angeles. We decided to work with TypeIt because of their innovative use case, their extraordinary team, and essentially what TypeIt is the first Web3 keyboard that allows users to actually mine tokens and earn tokens through doing what they do every single day, which is typing on your iPhone or your Android phone. So yeah, I'm happy to be here, guys, and let's get it started.
All right, sure. So a stranger on the road asked you the question, what is TypeIt? So could you provide this person with an overview of the concept and some of the features?
Sure, yeah, I would say, what kind of phone do you have? And they'd say, an iPhone or an Android phone. And I would basically say, well, are you earning incentives from using your Android or your iPhone? He would say no, and I'd say, well, you need to check out TypeIt, because TypeIt actually incentivizes your typing experience. So while you're typing on your iPhone, while you're typing on your Android phone, doing what all of us do every single day, why not be incentivized to do it, right? And that's really where TypeIt comes in. TypeIt incorporates GameFi, SocialFi, and different incentives into the user typing experience. So, and not only are you, doing what you're doing every single day, which is like, your mundane typing experience, but there's different abilities. I mean, with TypeIt, it's fully encrypted. With TypeIt, all of your data is yours, and I think that that's a huge benefit too, right? Because traditional Web 2 keyboards, third-party keyboards are not very user data friendly, right? I mean, I've worked with large data companies in the past, and they sell large batches of data to the highest bidder, right? That's not what TypeIt's goal is. TypeIt doesn't want to profit off of your data. TypeIt wants to protect users. TypeIt wants to protect user data and really just provide an incentivized keyboard for users to kind of interact with and have fun with. So I started out really saying what I would say to a stranger on the street and kind of just rambled on a little bit more about TypeIt. That's exactly what I would say to someone I just met on the street, for sure.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you for that. I think it's really critical to be able to, clearly tell someone, who is not in this industry what exactly, this Web3 product is, and many companies cannot do that, right?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, a lot of projects are very confusing. They're really confusing. They're just like overly technical, not very user friendly. And TypeIt definitely solves all of these needs.
Great. Yeah, thank you for that. So segueing on to the next question. Since your launch, what are some exciting milestones or statistics or cool things that you would like to share with us?
Sure. Yeah. So during the beta testing phase, we've received support and feedback from over 2,000 individuals from the initial community. Our community has greatly expanded, from our AMA support to just overall community engagement and involvement. It's been really incredible to watch the community grow since I've started with the project. And upon the official launch of Type, our launchpad, we've garnered support from over 5,200 individuals and secured $12 million in funding. On another note, we have some data that we'd like to share with everyone. Currently, our community spans major regions in Asia and America, with a community exceeding over 30,000 members. Regarding to TypeIt's usage data, I can provide you with exact figures. Currently, we have around 35,000 users, with daily active users consistently exceeding 10,000. As for our NFTs, we've previously conducted 4 rounds of sales, selling approximately 50,000 blind box NFTs. In addition, shortly after our launch, specifically within the NFT segment on BNB chain, we've achieved top 5 ranking for gas consumption and successfully secured a gas grant from BNB Chain, which we're really excited about. And presently, as our NFTs and tokens continue to gain traction, the cumulative burn of Type tokens has exceeded 7 million. So that's equivalent to more than $1.5 million. And this figure is steadily increasing. Our next steps involve further strengthening the development of the Southeast Asian community and introducing new features. And this is expected to drive significant growth in our data. And we welcome everyone to continue following our progress closely via our Twitter. And you can also go to the website, typeit.net, and follow us more there. But yeah, I mean, there's been tons of accomplishments. Also bringing on, some major partners with us, including MEXC, and really just growing our outreach and really just inspiring people to be a part of TypeIt. I mean, it's kind of an easy sell. It's like, hey, do you want to use your keyboard, which is mundane and has no revenue potential, no actual extra benefit, or do you want to actually be incentivized to type, right? And everyone's like, oh, tell me about that. That's a really cool, fun idea. And that's kind of, we've been I'm just amazed and so happy with all the support that the project has gotten this far.
Thank you for those excellent statistics and numbers and milestones. I do think in that sense, the data definitely does not lie. And the word on the street where I am is TypeIt is really cool and really fun to use, and a lot of people like it. So great. So let's move on to the next question. All right, target audience for TypeIt. Are there specific demographics, NBA players, user interests, gamers, women, or people who spend a lot of time at home who this DApp would appeal to?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say, of course, the Web3 space, right? People who have been in the Web3 space for a long time are very familiar with the X to earn factor, the play to earn kind of model. And it really, it's worked in some areas, but maybe hasn't worked in some areas. We've actually perfected that model, we could say. Or, I mean, we're learning more and more every day. But I would say, our ideal customer is, Web3 users who are looking for like an opportunity such as what TypeIt brings. And then also as well, Web2 users, we have a really big opportunity, as something that's already very Web2ified, you could say, where the Web2 users are already typing on their phones every single day. So it's not like we're teaching them new tricks, new things that they have to learn. The learning curve is very, very small compared to a lot of other Web3 projects, a lot of like other play to earn kind of projects that can be like really extensive, kind of a little bit more complicated, especially when you're onboarding Web2 users into the Web3 space. So that's a huge benefit with TypeIt is it's taking what Web2 users do every single day and just throwing a little sprinkle of Web3 on there that Web2 users don't even recognize. They don't even really know, right? So I think that's a definitely another target. I mean, as someone who's been in the space, early investor in Bitcoin in 2011, and just seeing the space grow. I mean, I think all the real Web3ers and futurists, want to bring Web2 into Web3, and really what that is just kind of making it more accessible to people and making it more understandable to people, less complicated, taking away the barriers. So I would say targeting those users as well, and it's basically targeting the users that are already using TypeIt without even knowing about it, right? I hope that answered your question, but those are a couple types of users that we're really planning on targeting.
So I think you've already spoken a lot about this Web3 keyboard aspect, some of the increased activity you've seen, how you're positioned in the space. So let's move on to maybe how this incorporates blockchain technology or cryptography or NFTs or crypto technology. So simply saying, how does TypeIt incorporate blockchain technology or NFT technology?
There's several blockchain-based features within the ecosystem. For instance, our blockchain wallet enables decentralized login, and TypeIt is planning to further enhance this with account abstraction capabilities. This will include utilizing multi-party computation, or also known as MPC, for features like keyless authentication and social recovery. Furthermore, all of the data is locally encrypted, and in the future we're exploring partnerships with services like Manta, which offers ZK tech a ZK proof functionality, and this will enable us to leverage ZK Tech to enhance the security for users and encrypt data even further. So ZK Tech allows, or also offers verification capabilities. And then this will allow us to introduce a shared vocabulary library where users can actually create their own dictionaries and encrypt them using ZK proofs. So through protocols like IPFS and AR, we can achieve decentralized storage and sharing. If those of you who aren't familiar with AR, it's Arweave. And in addition to these features, as mentioned earlier, socialify, gamify, collaborations, like with our partnership with Soli for introducing DID functionality, are also a part of our blockchain-based implementations. And TypeIt is committed to leveraging blockchain technology, using the latest and greatest technology to really bring the best user experience, to bring safety for all the users' data, and really just enhance the product to the ultimate level. And I think that's really where TypeIt excels. Is it's kind of like they're not just building a house and letting it kind of sit, right? They're building a house and they're constantly renovating the kitchen and renovating. I'm always saying I'm renovating my house now, but constantly renovating the house, making things look better, adding amazing features really to enhance the user experience.
So moving on to the token. Everyone is interested in token, right? Traders, investors, and of course your application users. So could you please discuss a little bit about your native token, TYPE, for your platform, what function it serves, maybe if you want to talk about its economic properties, but maybe we can slowly dive into that.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, I'll just kind of dive into it. So our token ecosystem currently comprises of two main tokens, the word token and the type token, both with a supply of 1 billion. So type, accounting for 50% of the total, will be generated through typing and will undergo decreasing emissions every 30 days. Future adjustments will be community governed, and its primary use case is ecosystem participation and governance. As TypeIt's future revolves around being a central gateway to the Web3 world, more ecosystem scenarios will be added for the type token. For the word token, on the other hand, is exclusively produced through type-to-earn mechanisms, and it has a fixed daily emission, which will decrease every 30 days as well. Earnings from each NFT are determined by computing power distribution, closely tied to the NFT's level. So to kind of explain that a little further, your keyboard actually functions as an NFT. So there's different rarities. Some allow you to earn for a longer period of time per day. And each NFT must accumulate a minimum of 3 minutes of valid typing per day to remain at an effective computing power, you could say. So you're incentivized to use the keyboard so that you can keep earning, right? So NFTs are divided into red and blue categories with a maximum of 5 different levels. So upgrading a red NFT requires matching colors and levels, while a 5th level red NFT can be incubated to yield a blue NFT blind box. So there's a lot of different gamification strategies there, with basically just like making a fun user experience for it kind of reminds me of like an RPG, like an RPG game, right? How you have your character, you want to level him up, you want to make sure he's the biggest and baddest character available. That's kind of the way that the NFTs work, because we want you to level your NFT up. We want you to feel good about your keyboard, your NFT keyboard, and that's kind of how it works. So red NFTs consume type for upgrading and maintenance, and then yielding word rewards, right? Where blue NFTs consume word for upgrading and maintenance, yielding type rewards. This interwoven economic model ensures a symbiotic relationship between NFTs and tokens, preventing NFTs from being a mere mining mechanism and tokens from becoming superficial symbols. So moreover, it creates numerous strategic gameplay scenarios, such as choosing between red and blue, opting for incubation or typing, deciding on upgrades, and just gamifying the experience for the user and making it a fun atmosphere, kind of like an RPG game in a way.
Perfect. So current roadmap for TypeIt. What milestones or developments should we expect moving forward in 2023?
Sure. Yeah, TypeIt's on the verge of launching an NFT eternal trading market and a data dashboard. So users will be able to conduct transactions directly within the app and access daily NFT and token data on the website. So the website is also undergoing an upgrade, offering users a more intuitive understanding of TypeIt's information. And looking slightly further ahead, our plans include MPC, as I spoke of earlier, which is account abstraction wallet. So what this does is collaborating with the wallet abstraction services to introduce a more convenient wallet experience, alleviating any user concerns about private keys. So this will also support social login, expanding the accessibility of the product, which is just overall really important for not only Web3 users, Web2 users, and just everyone. DYD, which is decentralized identity. So collaborations with projects like Relation and Solely will introduce decentralized identity, DID, enhancing users' ability to safeguard their privacy. DID will enable social interactions, and we're also introducing a built-in product for SocialFly, end-to-end encrypted private chats using a mobile keyboard. So again, just really enhancing the user privacy. GameFi games and different competitions, right? Providing a more and fun experience for users within the TypeIt application. So various game modes and competition types are going to be offered to users to cater to diverse user preferences. This will include incredible rewards and incentives, and encouraging the user to play these mini games, to be a part of these competitions, right? So it's more than just a keyboard. We're kind of creating an ecosystem of fun, you could say, for the users, and fun and rewards, right? And so just adding those GameFi elements into the platform is really important for TypeIt. And also collaborations. We will continue to strengthen collaborations with different CEX platforms and Web3 products, such as our partnership with you, MEXC. And you guys are a highly regarded trading platform, so we're very honored to partner with you. And then these collaborations, of course, are aimed to provide enhanced features and improved trading experiences for users, for the TypeIt community. In addition, let's envision a simple scenario to illustrate our future direction. So imagine users in the future can directly type the name of a specific token within TypeIt. The keyboard app would display the corresponding token price, and upon clicking, users can access related information. By engaging with content and learning as they type, users can earn rewards. So kind of, creating this bigger picture within the keyboard, right? It is really crucial. And they can also and users can also share this information with friends via private chat within TypeIt and earn additional rewards. Throughout these interactions, data and privacy remain under the user's control, with no potential for any decryption or unauthorized access. So TypeIt's roadmap is very extensive. I'm so impressed in all of our board meetings and seeing the vision that TypeIt has 10 years from now. They're not focused on a short-term, kind of vision. They're focused on a very long-term kind of vision. And their roadmap is extensive, and it has a blend of education, entertainment, GameFi, and of course privacy within the Web3 ecosystem. And one thing I'll just add at the very end here, TypeIt, I'm honored to work with them because TypeIt really puts the community first. And as a Web3 user, as a Web3 native myself, I'm always really intrigued to work with and to collaborate with projects that have that kind of mentality and put the community first. And I think that's really where the future is. I hope that answered your question.
Wow, I've just spoken with Patrick Hale for 20 minutes, and he has provided us with an overview of what TypeIt is, its functions, use cases, how fun it is, and what's coming next. There's a saying, we don't run marathons, we sprint marathons, and this is what TypeIt is doing. I hope everyone has enjoyed this discussion today, and we look forward to the future of TypeIt. Thank you.